Buddy. Right, this is a really awkward angle, first of all. I am on my phone and I'm sitting at my desk and I don't have my prompter thing or anything on here. So doesn't look like anybody is on here just quite yet. Trying to answer all kinds of questions about what is going on. Doesn't look like anybody is on as of yet. Oh, we got one person on. Hello there. There's everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for this awkward angle. My computer camera, for some reason, is not turning on, so I had to go to my phone. I'm feeling good. Thank you, Crafty Cal. I appreciate it. I don't know if it's a hater or a spam bot or whatever, but I have a bunch of people commenting that I have been faking my injuries. So, just to clear everything up, this is my left arm. Now, the photo that I showed where I was dressed up, that was taken in a mirror. And I cropped it down a little bit, but you can look at it and you can see that I'm holding my phone. So this is my left arm, in case anybody is confused about that. And this is the one that is broken. Somebody literally just commented that they went back and looked at my videos and saw that I was faking and that I've lost a subscriber forever. So please make sure you reach out to that person, because I'm going to leave her comment posted, that it is my left arm. I took a picture in a mirror and I was all dressed up. I was feeling good about myself. I cropped it a little bit. It's a full-length mirror. You can see I'm holding my phone. And guess what? It's still broken. And guess what? My foot, it was downgraded. There we go. See? I need a pedicure. I need a pedicure really, really badly. So let me just clear it up for those of you that are questioning this, because there's been a lot of people that have been questioning it. Left arm, broken. I think the bone is called the ulna, which is like right about here. I think that's it. It's the smaller of the two bones in my arm. That is broken near my elbow. And it is painful, but it's a small break in comparison to what could have happened. My foot, my ankle, we'll talk about each one of them separately. So the ankle, the good news about the ankle is that it's the smallest bone in the ankle. And the great thing about that small bone is that this break, because it is a break, and I have the x-rays to prove it, the break is a very small break. And in the grand scheme of things, it's actually a very common injury that happens with a lot of sports guys, which I'm not. I'm a crafter. And I was in an air cast for almost 3 weeks. And the air cast stabilized it to where it needs to be. And then this is now in a compression sock. That is what my doctor said. That is what's going on. This is, again, for the person, I almost said her name, but I'm not going to give her that dignity, that questioned, this is my left arm. Here's my left arm. This is what's going on. This is a splint. This is a splint because the bone that, again, is broken is about right here. And this is a removable splint. So I can take a shower and bathe. And what is crazy about this is that I took a picture standing in front of a mirror, and somebody thinks now that I am faking it and that I am switching arms. First of all, why would I have to do that? My subscribers are fantastic. I love you guys. Why would I have to do that? There would be no reason for me to do that to anybody. Second of all, karma is insane. And karma would come back and bite me like a crazy monster if I were to be faking this. So, yeah, not faking it. So, to the people that are out there saying that I am faking this, you know what you can do. Because believe me, when I'm done here, you're not going to worry about having to, you're going to be losing me as a subscriber forever or whatever you said to me. Because I'm just going to block you because I'm tired of it. I'm really not going to deal with this. I have been going to the doctor every single week for like literally once a week, every single week since March 7th. And I have plenty of medical bills to prove it all. I have an $85 copay every time I walk into the office. I have a $100 worth of Uber or Lyft receipts because I couldn't drive myself because I was in the air cast. Now I can drive because I can get in the car and I can lock this up in a seatbelt and I can drive. So yes, left arm, still broken. Left ankle, I don't know if it's really considered a break anymore, but it's definitely not healed because I still have to wear that compression sock for the next 4 weeks. So there was a comment that somebody just put on my comment feed that said they went back and they looked at the videos and that I was faking it and that I was lying and that they've lost me as a subscriber forever. Bye-bye. Go. Because again, if you're going to be that kind of person and make those kind of ugly comments, I don't want you as a subscriber. I really don't. Now, for all the comments that I'm getting about people saying they love me and all that kind of stuff, thank you. I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. But this is not a fake. This is not a fake. This is a fake. But this is not a fake. I don't even know if I have them right here still, but I had my x-rays. But you guys, come on. Why would I fake something like this? It's so stupid. There'd be no reason to fake this. So now, even though I'm on my phone, ask some questions. Let's do a Q&A. Let's make this into something positive. Let's turn this around and let's chit chat because it has been a while since I've been able to talk to a lot of you guys. Happy birthday, SB lady. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So again, if you guys have questions, put them in the comments. Let's ask away. How or why would you fake this? James Stone, no idea. Definitely didn't fake this. Like, I don't know why somebody would think it. It's, if you look at my views on my channel, it's not like my views are blowing out of the water because I'm faking an injury. I've never asked for any, like, money or GoFundMes or anything like that. So no reason to fake it. Exactly, Chrissy. One less Christmas card. You know what, Bonnie, normally I would not have justified it, but there were so many people, and there was this one particular person who literally commented so much on my threads today that I'm done. And I was just like, I'm just going to go on here and just set the record straight. And if somebody wants to question me again, I'm just going to delete them. Ban, block, delete. That's exactly what it's going to happen to. So this is what Coffee Angel, I would say that I'm not giving somebody energy, but I'm just correcting them and making sure that they know they're wrong. And I hope that they miss me because I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to tolerate it at all. Darlene, thank you so much. By the way, guys, look at this photo back there. That's my friends that I went to Boston with. You guys might recognize some of those people. It's like Shannon, the Daily DIYer, and Jane Money, and Jen from Little Bit of Comic Crazy, and Sarah Jane from Chic on the Cheap, and Whitney from Whiskey and Wit, and Courtney from Creative on the Cheap, and then Megan from Glue Guns and Roses. I'll show you this picture. For those of you that might be brand new, this is when we went to Boston last year. But yeah, again, there's no reason to fake any of this. I took a picture in front of a mirror and somebody couldn't realize that I'm holding my phone. I cropped it a little bit, but yeah, anyway. So let's see. Yes, Adventure by the Mile. I do need to block the trolls, and I'm just not going to worry about that. Somebody just asked me, the name disappeared, but it was somebody about my favorite housewife. I have a lot of favorite housewives, so because I work with a lot of them, I can't answer that truthfully. Norma, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, had to get on here and set the record straight. And I wanted to say hi. I was hoping that I would have full screen on my computer, but I don't know what's going on with that. Melissa Kraus, you want to know what my favorite coffee is? I like to add Baileys to my coffee. That's my favorite coffee. Let's see. Chrissy, again, thank you so much. And yes, they are fantastic folks that are in this picture here. Somebody, the question just disappeared. I don't know what it was. It was something about VRO. No, I do not have to have surgery on my arm. At least I don't know as of now. So I go back to my doctor tomorrow for the arm. Basically, look, there's some pain too. Basically, what was going on is that the ulna, where it's broken, is very close to the elbow. There's no way to cast this. So my options are to either have this kind of splint thing, and I'll show you guys for those of you that may have just joined. It hurts. This is kind of what I'm dealing with right now. It's called a removable splint. And what's great about it is that I can remove it and take a shower, especially now that I'm out of the air cast for my ankle. So I go back tomorrow, assuming that this is doing what it's supposed to be doing, then I will not need surgery. So let's hope that that is, what's going on. So yeah, this one unfortunately is going to take a little while to heal. I'm hoping I'll be out of this by the end of April, but I don't know if that's, I don't know how true that is. So we'll see. Joy wants to know, where's Otis? He's actually over there at his food bowl. I can see him. Mr. Otis, come here, baby boy. He is in the zone. He is eating. So if he stops eating and I can grab him with one arm, I will grab him for you. Margie, am I still in a lot of pain? No, I'm not really in a lot of pain. This area where the break happens is painful at times, like right now, because I'm not in my sling. I probably should put this back in here. It does get painful from time to time when it's just kind of free hanging. I was resting it on the desk and hoping that would be good, but it really has to stay kind of close to my chest here. Now, the good thing about this again is my left arm. For those folks that were questioning, this is my right arm. I sleep on this side of my body, so it's actually been good because I can still sleep like this and it doesn't have too much of a problem. Somebody asked about surgery. Joy, thank you. I'm hoping that I will not have to have surgery. Hi, Spoily Girl from Dallas. Hi, Melissa. Hi. Oh, Brooklyn, New York. Cool. Hi, Liz. So for those of you that don't know kind of what... Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. It's so gross. Do you hear that? My cast makes poop noises. It's so gross. It's so gross. I will literally be sitting in a meeting or something and it's on Zoom because I'm working from home and it'll go... It makes me laugh so hard. It's so gross. Julie, you're wanting to know if I can travel now. Yes. I was given the okay to travel. I have some business trips that are coming up. And I'm going to Napa next week. And then after that, I go to Minneapolis and then to... where am I going? San Francisco after that. I'm going to Napa for sure because that's kind of a trip that I'm in charge of. And then I don't know if the other trips will happen or not. It really just depends on how I'm feeling. Hi from Florida. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Becky. Hi, Maria. Maria's laughing with the emojis, and I think it's because my splint is making disgusting noises. Yeah, where else? Jersey Shore. Hi, Susan. So do you guys have questions for me? Let me know if you have any questions because now's the time to answer. The farthest I've traveled, Kay, I mean, I grew up like in the military. So my dad was in the military and I lived like in the Philippines and stuff like that. But for work, the farthest I traveled was Hawaii. A couple years ago, I went to a Top Chef luau thing that was in Honolulu. And so that was a 10-hour flight from Atlanta. My doctor is not thrilled that I'm traveling and he wants me to take some aspirin, like low dose aspirin for blood thinners and stuff. But yeah, Samantha from Charleston, South Carolina. I went to college in Charleston. I love Charleston. Somebody asked me if I was crafting. Hi, is it Delinda? Sorry, this is really small. Delinda. Yes. Hi, Delinda. Hi from Fort Worth. I didn't catch your name. But somebody asked me if I was crafting. So yeah, I am crafting. I worked on a video all weekend long. Excuse me. It is some one-armed DIYs. And some of them are very simple, just kind of spray painting and different things. Some of them are like things I found around the house to DIY with, and some things are from Dollar Tree. So because I have a pretty good stash of Dollar Tree stuff, I was able to find some stuff. I did go out to Dollar Tree yesterday. I went out because I can drive now because the air cast on my foot, the air cast on my left foot is gone. I am right hand dominant, so that's been a blessing in all of this because I can write and still do most things. I'm having to type with two hands, so that's crazy. But Vero, yes, I'm watching Below Deck sailing out. I love all the Below Decks. Hi Kim from South Florida, from South Florida. Hi Janet from New Hampshire. Oops, the Alexa alarm's going off to remind me to feed Mr. Otis at 6. Basically, can I still do my acting jobs? Yes, I can. Although right now I'm kind of booked out because of this going on. Carol, I am just going to check my luggage, and then I just have a very small backpack for my carry-on, so it'll be pretty easy. Since I do have the one arm, I'm good. Naparuski wants to know how my mom and dad are doing. They are doing great. So do you guys let me know what kind of questions you have? And just for those of you that have just joined, just so you know what's going on, I've had a lot of haters recently say that I was faking an injury because they saw my sling on my left arm and then they saw my sling on my right arm. But what they're not figuring out is that the mirror that I took my picture in reverses things. So still the left arm, and I showed everybody what's going on here. I have this removable sling that I can kind of take on and off when I need to bathe. And then I have my left foot. It was upgraded, I guess, from a air cast to a compression stocking because my foot only needed to stay stabilized for like 3 weeks, and that's what I did. And then just last week they put me in the compression sock, so that's what's going on about that. Somebody else asked me if I was still coming to Napa, and the answer is yes. Somebody asked me if I lost weight or something about looking trim in that photo. Thank you. I have not. If anything, I probably gained weight because all I'm doing is eating. Somebody asked about DIY inspiration. Christina, I will look at places like Kirkland's and Pottery Barn and Restoration Hardware and just kind of look at things and go, I think I can make that. Or I will just kind of see something in a store sometimes and go, I could do that. And that's kind of what I do. So it's crazy. Yeah, Coffee Angels Crafts. Yes, it does suck to have to deal with people like that. Some of my favorite snacks. Oh, good Lord. I like all kinds of snacks, which is probably part of the biggest problem, that I don't need snacks. I don't need any more snacks. But, I'm salty, I'm sweetie. Sometimes it just depends on what my mood is that time. Adventures by the Mile. No, I do not have a P.O. box as of yet, and I'm not accepting any friend mail right now because of some other stuff that was going on with some stalkers. And, that's just the way it is. I need to probably set up a P.O. box. Margie asked me how long I've had my channel. So I started my channel in 2019, August of 2019, I think is what it says on my YouTube kind of bio thing there. And then my channel monetized a month after the pandemic started. So go figure with that. Yes, Joy, lots of munching problems. Lots of munching problems for sure. It's crazy because the first week after all of this happened, when I broke my left arm and my left foot, it was very depressing because I couldn't do anything. I was in pain. I was on painkillers, and I was just kind of sitting around watching TV. I did get to watch a lot of stuff and catch up on some stuff, and I binge watched a few things, so that was kind of nice. Um, Thank you, Coffee Angel Crafts. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. I love Boston. Boston's a great town. Trina, I will not marry you. I'm sorry, but we could do DIYs together. Hi, Shopper Girl. I've actually watched a lot of your stuff. I like your channel a lot, Shopper Girl. So, Darlene, yes, the flowers are blooming, and that's part of how I injured myself. I was out there watering the plants and slipped on the front steps. So, Gwen, I know I was thinking today I might move back to Florida, but it's funny. I had a condo in Florida for a long time, and then when I moved to Atlanta, I sold it, and I kind of wish sometimes I'd kept that condo. Let's see what else. What else? H. Draper. I just have the one pet. I just have Mr. Otis. He's all I need. Llama, that's so funny. Llamas. I think it's llamas. I'm jealous that you guys have snow still because I would love snow. So Debbie DIY Crafts and More, I do a couple things with the crafts that I make. I will either recycle some of them. That's why I use a lot of hot glue, because you can very easily kind of reactivate that hot glue with the heat gun and then take things apart. So I will reuse a lot of things that way. I've given things to my neighbors. I've given things to friends. My mom has taken things. And then there's actually a lot of shelters, and there's even some, not only shelter, well, they're all shelters, I guess, but there's a lot of shelters that will also take a lot of DIY projects because they can decorate the rooms and stuff with them, which I think is very, very cool. So I have donated to them before, and I've even donated to charities that have thrift stores that will, I don't like to take my stuff to Goodwill, for example. I will shop at a Goodwill, but I don't want to donate to Goodwill because then they resell it and, they just kind of make money off of it. They do a lot of good things too. But if there's a thrift store that's tied to a charity of some kind, I will more than likely take stuff there versus to a Goodwill, just because I feel like it's more localized. It helps more people locally. So, and then I do have DIYs in my house too. I have DIYs even behind me. This is a DIY. This might be a sneak peek at a DIY that's coming up. So Sandra asked me what my day job is. I work in reality TV, more or less. I work on the talent kind of side, kind of help coordinate network events on behalf of just cable affiliates. And then I'm also a television and film actor. So I have lots of jobs. And then YouTube is a job too. So you can imagine having my left arm broken once again, for those of you that were questioning it, because I had some haters on earlier. With my left arm broken and my left ankle, it has been challenging for sure. So Trina wants to know what's favorites I've done. Favorite DIY is probably no, Naparuski, please, y'all don't do that. Don't do that. That was so sweet of you, but please don't get that started. That's funny, Sandra. You thought I was an IT guy. I guess I kind of look like an IT guy. But I have a couple paintings in my living room that are paintings that I did. And I love those. And, when people come over and see them, they comment on them. And I'm like, thanks, I made that. So that's always kind of fun. And Belinda, thank you. I appreciate you. I love Mr. Otis too. Mr. Otis he has stepped away. Mr. Otis, I don't know if I can get him over here with one arm. Usually I have to grab him with two. So, Mr. Otis. Otis. Come here, baby boy. Otis. Let's see if he comes creeping over and says hi. And I'll definitely try and grab him. A sip and paint session live. I did one of those sip and paint one time, and it was horrible. I hated it. I was so bad at it. Kay, I don't have very much spare time, which is probably why I need to lose some weight and why I'm single. And it's so funny, before my accident, I actually did join a gym. I joined a gym and then this happened. But let's see. What else is going on? What other questions do you guys have for me? Would love to answer any questions. Oh, Kathy retracted her message. I don't know what that's about. But, oh, hey, Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, molecular insight. I'm not perfect, but I appreciate you thinking so and saying that. So thank you. Let's see, what else? So, Mary, if you go to imdb.com, hi, Diana from Toccoa. Mary, if you go to imdb.com, you will see that I've been on a variety of television shows. I was in an episode of The Resident, a show on CBS called The Inspectors, another show called Halt and Catch Fire. I've been murdered on a show on Discovery called Dead Silent. I was a detective in another show called Swamp Murders on Discovery ID. Gosh, what else is there? I feel like I'm forgetting. I was a zombie many, many years ago on The Walking Dead. I've done a couple different things. So Otis, I just thought he looked like an Otis. That's how I came up with his name. And I've had him since he was a kitten, since he was like this big. He was under the hood of my car. Let's see, what else? Kind of music do I like? I like all kinds of music, literally every single type of music. There is something that I really like. And there's not much else to say there. I literally like just about everything. At least I can appreciate it. Hello from Baltimore. Let's see, what else? Who else has questions for me? So I do have some work travels coming up. I'm glad that I'm out of the Aircast, which is great. And the splint here, that is, yes, on my left arm. This is a removable splint, which is great because I can take showers now and shave, even though I haven't shaved in a couple days here. And I do have a video coming out. There was supposed to be a video out tonight, and I wanted to do this first, so I rescheduled it. I do have one video that is a kind of new finds from Dollar Tree video, but it was shot before my accident, so you'll see both hands, and I don't want that to confuse people. Somebody asked how long I've been in Georgia. I've been in Georgia since 2004. Oh, the seatbelt covers for this. Yeah, somebody else told me about that, but honestly, everything slides. I had a couple different versions and everything slides down, so it's just easier to just go without. And I only have this tight right now because it needs to stay kind of close to my chest. But Spoily, I think, girl asked if I was ever in Germany. I was never in Germany. My dad was in the Air Force though. But Philippines was the only place we lived overseas, and then Utah, Maryland, South Carolina, Massachusetts, I think, New York, and then Georgia. I moved here on my own. So, and I've been here since 2004. Katrina, I definitely do some farmhouse DIYs. I have something coming up in my one-handed DIY video that will probably be out Thursday, I would think, or maybe next Tuesday. It just depends on how quickly I can get it edited. But that will be coming up. There is something farmhouse in there for sure. Melissa, I'm feeling better now because I was able to get on here and to vent. Rochelle, yes, I have shopped at that IKEA at Atlantic Station. That's the only one that's here in Georgia, or the only one that's here near me anyway, in Atlanta. And I have not decided on any summer crafts yet until this is gone. Hello from Norvelt, Pennsylvania. I was supposed to be. in Pennsylvania. I was supposed to be in Kenwood, Pennsylvania, not tomorrow, but the next day, but had to cancel because of this. Heidi, thank you. I do hope to be 100% very, very soon. When were you in the Philippines? You were at Subic Bay as a kid. That's cool. I was in the Philippines in the mid 70s, I would say. I lived in Waldorf, La Plata area of Maryland. My dad was stationed at the Navy base there. He was in the Air Force, but he taught at the Naval Academy, the naval school that's on that base. So it was weird because we were Air Force family living on a Navy base, but that's the truth. So I was in that area. Let's see what else. So I go back to my doctor tomorrow for this. I'm thinking I'm going to have to be in this at least another month, which is not ideal, but I have to let it heal. I still feel a little bit of pain here and there, so I think that it'll be a little while. Somebody asked if I can use my arm. Oh, Crystal. So I can move my hands. Like you can see how my fingers are kind of wobbly there, but then I'm able to hold it. So that's good. I have these finger like kind of like a stress ball that I'm exercising, and I can do some things with my hand, but that's pretty much it. I can't put any weight. I can't hold anything substantially. Anytime I take a shower, I have another version of this without this part that I wear in the shower to help keep my arm cradled. So I don't know when I'll be able to use my arm. I am noticing though that this is getting stronger and stronger, which is great. And Sarah, I saw your question about my age. I'm a lot older than I look. Let's just say that. Oh, Melanie, thank you to your son for his service. I appreciate that. So Molecular Insight is asking me about my household chores and stuff. I do have a housekeeper. I'm fortunate. I have a housekeeper that comes in every other day and, or every other day. God, I wish. I have a housekeeper that comes every other week, and she's helping me just kind of tidy up things now. I can do that for the most part because my sister told me to get one of those grabbers, and that has been the best thing in the world. I thought she was joking at first, and turns out it was really, really good to have one. And so I have that. Somebody asked about the Midwest. So I have some work travel coming up. I'm going to Napa. I'll be in Milwaukee, or not Milwaukee, I'm sorry. I'll be in Napa. I'll be in Minneapolis. I'll be in San Francisco. And then at the end of the month, I'll be in Sacramento and then in Houston. So those are the places that I will be. Colleen, but I remember FaceTime from Clifton, Maryland. I actually did a job on the base way down south past La Plata. I'm wondering if the base, Colleen, was the Naval Ordnance Station. That's where my dad was stationed, but I was like a little kid then. So I don't know if you remember me or not, unless you were like a kid then too, and we were in school together. Oddly enough, my parents' next door neighbor had a daughter named Colleen, who I was friends with, and her mom's name was Johanna, I think. So Colleen, if your mom is Johanna, then maybe you were the Colleen that we used to listen to Styx together on your record player in your room. That would be hilarious if that was you. That would be amazing, actually, if that was you. So yeah, lots of work travel coming up. A lot of them are just overnight trips, which is so much better. Let's see, what else? I want to make sure I'm getting all the questions. How many tattoos do I have? So I have 9 in total. That's my last one. It's a glue gun. And then that's the map coordinates to where my grandmother was born. When my grandmother passed away in 2017, I got that tattoo done for her. And if you put those coordinates into Google, it'll come up with Lily Brook, West Virginia. And then I have 4 3 on this arm, and then I have one up here that you can kind of barely see. It's a Tonka truck, and that's for my grandfather, who also passed away in 2017. He had a trucking company, and when I was a kid, he used to always take me out in his truck whenever he had like short hauls or like not overnights, but they would just be like day trips. And so that was kind of my way of remembering him. And then I have a couple on my box. I do not have a PO box because I just haven't got one. They're very expensive. They're like $100 or something like that a year, and that's just crazy to me. But and then I stopped giving out my home address a while ago because I had some issues with that. So, Colleen. Okay, Colleen, I was excited. I thought maybe you were my Colleen from childhood. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Tina. Tina, I have only been to is it Toronto? That's on the other side of Niagara Falls. And I did that the year before the pandemic because I'd always wanted to go see Niagara Falls. So I went to Niagara Falls. I stayed on the New York side, and then I walked across the bridge and went to Canada over there. So I just saw that little bit. I would love to explore more of Canada, though. Montreal, Quebec. But I think is that Toronto that's on the other side of the bridge there next to Niagara Falls? Or I don't think it's Quebec. I forget. Let's see. Life with Melly. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Teresa. I just want you all to know that I should look into USPS. That's a good idea. I might do that actually because I have to go to the UPS store tomorrow. So Evelyn, no, my mom did not come to visit. She wanted to, but I didn't want her to come here and have to take care of me. I wanted her to come here and to be able to enjoy her time here. So I respectfully, of course, told her not to come and that I would be fine. And so far, so good. Because when she does come to visit, I want to be able to like take her out to do things like that and not have her, because she would cook, she would clean, she would be picking up after me, and I don't want my mom to do that. My mom is a queen, and I want her to be treated like a queen, and I want her to just hang out. So for those of you that are just joining, because I see that we've had some increase, there was some speculation on my injuries. Somebody commented, several people commented, that my left arm versus my right arm, and they weren't looking at the photo I was taking, and that I was actually taking a picture in a mirror, which is why, because it reverses. But yeah, left arm. This is the left arm. This is the left arm. This is my left, and it is in a removable splint, and my left foot is now it went from an air cast to a compression stocking. So that is healing up nicely. This is going to take a little bit more time. I'm hoping tomorrow I get an idea of how much longer this is going to be. I'm hoping it's only going to be like another month. I would love to be out of it for my birthday, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So we'll see. We will see. Let's see. Let's see. Somebody says, I'm a great son. I love my mom. My mom is amazing. My dad's amazing. My sister's amazing. I'm very fortunate. I have a great family, and they take very good care of everyone. Let's see. Margaret, you said ring? Question mark. Yes, I have a ring on. It's just a ring. Nothing. I'm not married. When is my birthday? It is at the end of April. I'm an April baby. I'm a Taurus. Favorite author? Oh goodness, favorite author. Oof. I like Tom Clancy a lot. I don't really read as much as I probably should, but so let's see. Thank you, Minx. I appreciate that. Let's see. What other questions does anybody else have? Sandra, let the trolls pound sand. I'm just going to reply back to the person that, and you can see the comment unless she's gone through and deleted it. But whoever this person is, went through and deleted and said that I was faking it and that that I have lost her as a subscriber for life. Bye. I'm happy to show you all the medical bills. Julie, do I like to cook? Yes, I love to cook, actually. I started toying around with the idea at one time of doing some cooking on my channel as well. And I did a couple videos. I think I did one, actually. I did a soup that I love to make. And it's just not fun cooking for one. So I'm fortunate because I've been doing, you know, I guess it's fortunate, ordering a lot of takeout. I'm not starving. And then people have been bringing by meals and stuff in the neighborhood, neighbors and such. So that's been great. That's been greatly appreciated. Let's see. Yeah, people are very hateful. And yes, the trolls, bye-bye. My favorite dish to make, Julie, is probably... I love soups. My grandmother loves soups. This grandma here, this tattoo grandma. And I have loved soups, and it doesn't matter what time of year it is. I will always eat soup. So I would say any kind of soup is definitely my favorite. Yes, Jenny. Bye, Felicia. Let's see. Lisa, I've not been to the OC yet, but I would love to go to the OC. The robot behind me came from Old Time Pottery. My sister got me that for Christmas. I do love gumbo. Absolutely, Christy. Gumbo is very, very good. Let's see what else. Who else has questions? I'm here to answer questions and to answer the trolls and let them know that this is my left arm and that they're bonehead and that I have no reason to fake anything. I'm happy to show them all the medical bills and all of the receipts. I'm a Taurus. Somebody asked me what my star sign was. I like lobster. Love lobster, of course. Hello from South Florida, Little Treasures by Nancy. I used to live in Fort Lauderdale. Favorite music, Widget's mom. I really like all kinds of music. I'm on a country kick lately, but I do like all kinds of music, even everything. So Jane, you're asking me how I got into crafting. I actually got into crafting because I bought a house and I needed to fill the rooms and I didn't have any money to do it. And so I started doing them that way. And then my sister is extremely crafty. She's on Instagram right now. She's been dealing with her husband. He just recently was diagnosed with lung cancer. He has gone through chemo. He has gone through radiation. His scans came back clear. He has beat cancer, and I'm hoping that she'll get back into doing her channel or her Instagram, but it's called Net Creates. It's NET Creates. And she has a lot of paintings. She does all kinds of beautiful paintings. And she did a painting of Mr. Otis, actually, that's in my craft room that I love so much. Dana, I live on the south side of Atlanta. So I'm about 20 minutes, I would say, from the city. Let's see. Have you ever done any fake food or drink DIYs? Miss H, I have not. But that would be interesting to try and do. Minx, yeah, very good for my brother-in-law. I'm very, very happy for him. Let's see. How do you come up with your ideas and DIYs? Liz, I don't know. Bourbon? Sometimes they just come to me. Or I'm out and about. I get a lot of inspiration from watching these folks as well. I love these ladies and had the chance to hang out with a lot of them in Boston last year. We went to Salem for Halloween, and that was the big group photo that we took, and love it. By the way, Norma Rodriguez sent me this. Love you, Norma. Thank you so much for sending me this photo. And that's here in my office craft room. Somebody asked me what my favorite cocktail was. I like bourbon for sure. I would say, though, my favorite cocktail is probably a Moscow Mule. Bargain Bethany does amazing stuff. If you guys have not seen, so Bargain Bethany and Sarah Jane from Chic on the Cheap, they both have very cool solar light DIY videos out right now. And Sarah Jane did the most gorgeous lamp that I have ever seen. And she made it with a clear glass bowl, a clear candlestick, and a solar light. It is so gorgeous. And then Bargain Bethany did these amazing arches in her backyard that had solar lights on it and like fairy lights and stuff. It was gorgeous. You guys definitely need to check out both of their videos. Jean, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Jane, yes, Sarah Jane from Chic on the Cheap is amazing. She's so beautiful. She's in this picture here. She's right there. But she's also a beautiful person inside and out. And like, this was such a fun trip. Such a fun trip. And let's see. Yeah, Jane, Bargain Bethany's arches and her like chandeliers that she did, they were just gorgeous. So beautiful. Hi, Royal. Yes, this is live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I decided to go live because I have some haters that are questioning my injuries. Left arm, still in a sling. I showed everybody the sling. Left foot, still in there. Deb, that's cool. Yeah, guys can craft. They can totally craft. It's totally fine. Let's see what else. Kim, yes, I agree. They're both very, very, very talented. There's so many great people that are out there that are extremely talented. Tina, my favorite color is blue. Let's see. Sheree, I don't think I could ever change my intro song because so many people tell me that they dance around to it, or that their kids have danced around to it, or like their babies have danced around to it. I think I would get murdered if I were to change that. How do you like the screwball on your? I don't know what that was. I don't remember like that. Let's see. Bargain Bethany makes some amazing faux food that makes you want to eat it for sure. Hey, Michelle's Journey. Oh, you're from New York City? That's amazing. I love New York. I wanted to live there at one time. Good. I'm glad that you watched Sarah Jane and Bethany. They're both amazing. And you should definitely watch everybody in that photo. Vanessa, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words and everything too. I mean, I got started in this just because I bought a house and I needed to fill it up. And, you know, it always kind of played around with making things. And then, yeah, Mrs. H asked me if Otis has a middle name. And yes, he does. It's Otis Bruiser Woods. Or Miles, not Bruiser Woods from Legally Blonde. It's Otis Bruiser Miles. That's his name. Melissa, no, I am single. I'm not in a relationship because I work 3 jobs. There's no way I could have a relationship right now. That would be hilarious. It'd be nice if I was in a relationship, though, because then somebody could help me, like, pack, for example, for this business trip that I have coming up. Arlene, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was in Buffalo like 3 years ago, went to Niagara Falls and did all the things up there. It was so much fun. I would love to actually go back to Niagara Falls. I thought it was beautiful. I loved every single moment of it. Even walking across the bridge and everything. Sandra, thank you so much. I appreciate it. There are some folks out there that are saying that I'm faking and sharing nasty comments, and that's kind of why I went on live today. Charleston, South Carolina is amazing. Mary, you're in Staten Island. That's cool. What's the temperature out there today? Chrissy, you have an Otis James. That's so cute. Isn't it a little bit of common crazy? Is she in the house? I don't think I've been to Kansas. I don't know if I've been to Kansas. I don't think I have. I've been to a lot of places, but I haven't been to Kansas. Um, Thank you, Allison. I appreciate it. And I think you should follow as many people as you want to follow. I don't think that there's any limit on that. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Arlene is 30 degrees and snowy and cold. That sounds amazing. I do not like the warm weather. I would stay in the snow and cold all year long if I could. Hi, Jen. A little bit of common crazy. I was just showing off your picture, or our picture, I should say, from our big group trip. How much fun was that? Oh my God, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Let's see. Somebody asked me my favorite place to travel. That would be Italy. I had the opportunity in 2011 to go to Italy, and I was there for 2 years, or 2 years. I wish I was there for 2 weeks, and it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. I love it too, Jen, and I think you've got one coming, if I remember right. That I need to probably PM you, and we'll exchange info so I can send it to you. Let's see. Leftover Leslie, I would love to do that. 80 degrees in South Florida. That's okay. Y'all, Jen from A Little Bit of Common Crazy is on. She's my buddy. Jen and I had a fun experience when we got off the train from Salem to Boston. Because the big arena that's in downtown Boston was also getting out at the same time, and it was a crazy, crazy crowd that we had to fight our way through to get to the streets. So that was an interesting, fun time. I was your protector. Oh, you're sweet. I was just helping my friend get to our hotel where everybody was staying. Crystal's funny. Jen will respond. Absolutely. Jen is a sweetheart. Um, uh, Jen, yes, I am tall. Somebody else asked me that earlier. I'm 6'2", for those of you that don't know. And somebody accused me of faking, and they blasted me on multiple comments on my page, and they went as far as commenting that they were going to leave my channel because they went back and watched my videos and saw that I was faking. And I'm like, no, this is real. I'll show you guys that are just joining too for this. This is a removable sling that I have on my arm now. And this, I gotta make sure I can put this back on. This is kind of what I'm looking at right now. And it looks like PVC pipe, and it's cushioned on the inside, and it's a removable one, so I can take it off and I can actually bathe, which has been great. And then my ankle was downgraded or upgraded, depending on how you look at it, from a air cast to basically I'm wearing a compression sock, kind of like a compression sock, and it seems to be working really good. That's a really common sports injury. A lot of like softball players, soccer players get that. Don't know how I got so lucky, but a lot of people do that, and you basically keep it stabilized for 2 to 3 weeks, which I did in the air cast, and then you get out of the air cast and you're walking again, which is why I was able to go to Dollar Tree yesterday. So Evelyn, yes, everything is healing really good. I go about my arm tomorrow to find out if I'm going to Camden, South Carolina. Hi, Jamia. I actually drive through Camden on my way to Myrtle Beach. My parents live there. I'm pretty sure it's Camden that I drive through. I think it's Camden. Maybe I'm thinking of something else that starts with a C. It's off of like I-20, right? I-20, 85. I think it's I-20. Or is it 85? I think it's I-20. But yes, everything is healing up really nicely. The ulna is what I broke, and it's right about here. It's really close to my elbow. So that's why I have this. There's no cast that you could really put on that properly because you have to. Allison, my sister, lives in Conway, South Carolina, which is funny. Are you in Conway? It's not swollen still. This is just fat. This is just fat because this arm here is actually kind of tight. This Velcro strap is kind of tight. So it's not swollen. It's swollen a little bit, but not horribly swollen. And again, this is just fat. That's just squeezing through squeezing through my armband. No, I couldn't live in the desert. There's no way. Sweden's in the house. What? Sweden? That's amazing. Um, Y'all, the pollen is killing me. And Deerfield Beach, Bonnie, I used to live in Fort Lauderdale. That's amazing. When I was, so yesterday, I got in my car to see if I could drive it yet, because now that I'm out of the Aircast, I thought, okay, I can get in my car, but I don't know if I can close the door because I have really big doors on my car. And I got in the car and I closed the door successfully. I put on my seatbelt, and I have a convertible, so I put the top down, which I probably should not have done, because now all the pollen is now in my lungs, I think. So I'm dealing with all that right now, but this is pretty common for me. I took my Claritin this morning, so hopefully it'll clear itself out very soon. And my neighbor has 1, 2, 3, 4 pine trees in their front yard. So yeah, they're right here. Allison, your niece is at Coastal Carolina. That's cool. I almost went to Coastal Carolina myself as well. So Sandra H, I don't know what Jackrabbit is about, but that sounds funny. Let's see what else is going on. I want to make sure that you guys ask me any questions. I do have a one-handed DIY coming up, and I'll show you one of them, because I actually do happen to have one right here. Now, you're going to look at this and you're going to think, huh? Because it's not really I did do it. It is a DIY, but it's a coaster set. But there's a secret about these coasters that you don't know just yet. But so I made this, and Sandra, I heard that Myrtle Beach now has pop shelves, because my mom told me, and she said she's very excited. But this is a sneak peek. I did not paint the bottom of it. Sneak peek at a DIY coming up. Did some really cool industrial looking coasters. That video will probably be out next week, because I do have a video that's going to come out this Thursday. I have two working arms in that video, because that video was filmed before this accident. So I guess I'm probably going to have to go on and defend myself again for the people that are accusing me of faking. But I'm not even going to justify it. I'm just going to start blocking people. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, hi, Empty McNesters. How are you? So again, I'm just kind of answering questions, saying hello to everybody, letting people know what's been going on with me, what the latest update is on my broken left arm. This is my left arm. This is my right arm. And making sure people realize that, no, I'm not faking, despite what some people are saying. Pollen is the worst, and pine tree pollen is the absolute worst. And it is literally right next to me. My neighbor has so many pine trees. And if you could see my car right now, it looks like a yellow bumblebee, because my car is black and it is covered in pollen. It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Little Treasures by Nancy. I am not sure if I'm bringing back the Chit Chat show or not. There were quite a few people that kind of took that same idea and ran with it. And, you know, if they want to do that, that's totally fine. Because my work job is pretty demanding and I'm starting to travel again, I don't know if I can honestly do it or not and still do DIYs and everything else that I'm doing. So I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe doing a best of, or like maybe a, I don't know. I would love to be able to do something where maybe I get this group of fun people back together and we do kind of a Q&A or something like that. I think that could be fun. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Carrie, I don't understand it either. But you know what? That person was just going on a hate spree, and they were commenting multiple times on like multiple people's videos, trying to like, you know, mess with my character or something. I don't know. And I just was like, nope, not going to happen. I'm going to go on here. I'm going to set the record straight. And then I'm going to go through and block everybody. So if you see that person's comment and you want to go through and leave them a negative comment, go for it. Go for it. And let them know that, you know, no, I'm not faking. Like, why I would not be. Lisa, you want me to do a live monthly? Do you want me to do a live like this? I could totally do a live like this for sure. Karen, yes, I normally do not give the haters energy, but this time the haters needed to hear it from me, me, and I had to let them know that they can basically go kick rocks. They can kick rocks. So Judy, yeah, I might do a live like this if it's a live Q&A. I wish that I could do something with, you know, like people where I could see more faces and stuff like that. But Allison, she wants a monthly live as well. I might do that because if this thing doesn't come off my arm soon, I'm going to have to figure out what is going to be my, you know, what my backup is. My, Tracy, my arm is not swollen. This is just fat. And this band is really tight because it's a kind of a Velcro strap. I really need to loosen the Velcro. But see, now it doesn't look so bad. I'm going to go take a shower here very shortly and enjoy that shower. I'm going to be taking a very, very cold, or not cold, very hot shower. I wouldn't take a cold shower. I wouldn't take a cold shower ever. I don't like anything cold when it comes to water. But like being in my house and it being cold inside my house, I actually do like that, which is really strange. So Dorothea, this is not a cast. This is now a removable splint, and this will be on. I'm hoping another month, maybe. I go to the doctor tomorrow, so I'll find out, and I'll find out kind of more about this. But this is great in some ways because it is removable and I can take a shower. I have to wear one of these in the shower, so I have two of these because I have to keep my arm cradled because it can't just hang, you know, like a normal arm yet. So that's kind of been challenging, but other than that, you know, hammer to the trolls. That would be fun. Let's see. What else? Molecular insight. Yes, I do have a fireplace. What do you do with all the beautiful things you make? Do you keep them for yourself? Oh, goodness, what just happened? My phone that I have balanced literally on top of my stapler just fell. So I do a lot of things with my DIYs that I make. I use a lot of hot glue in a lot of the DIYs that I make, and I do that because I can repurpose those. I can recycle those. I have given them to neighbors. I've given them to friends. I have put them on like the neighborhood Facebook page and said, hey, who wants these? Come and get them. And I have donated as well to like thrift stores and things, or to even to charities, some like homeless shelters, some like the there's like there's Boys and Girls Club, and I've given them like some of my old like crafting supplies and stuff that are still usable, of course, or like things that I'm just not using anymore. I've taken those. So I do a little bit of that. So Judy, how are you able to sleep? Well, the good thing is I sleep either on my back, so that's really easy, or I sleep on my right side, which is kind of typically where I sleep. I'm kind of a side sleeper. So if I'm sleeping on my right side, I'll demonstrate, I just kind of sleep like this, and my arm can just kind of rest right here. If I'm on my back, it's not such a big deal because I can do this, or I can loosen this and kind of have it like tucked next to my arm. And then I can roll over a little bit on my left side. I just have to move this way when I sleep. So sleeping actually has not been, it hasn't been bad because I have some really good painkillers and I use those for sleep. Those are really good for sleep. And I only take them at night because I have to still work during the day. And that's kind of what I've been doing for sleep, and it's been working really, really well. It's been working really well. And then I just have 2 blankets that I just kind of pull over top of me. I make sure that they're lined up right next to me so I can, pull it over like this. So somebody asked about my house. Where do you get your decorating inspiration from? Carrie asked me that. I just kind of like, I'm eclectic. Like, I have a little bit of everything. If anything, I have way too many like knick-knacky things. And I'm going through, and at least I was before my accident, and kind of paring things down and donating things and giving things away to neighbors and such. So I tried to define my style a long time ago, and it's just eclectic. There's no other way. Anne asked if Mr. Otis is cuddling with me. Absolutely. He is such a little cuddle bug. He is like a butt cuddler, though. Like, he puts his butt up against me, and like, he'll put his butt up against my back. Very rarely will he sleep like right next to me, or he likes to sleep on my side, like on the side of my stomach or the side of my, like on my thigh. If I'm laying on my side, he'll sleep there. So, Allison, my mom, did not come in. I did not let her come in. She wanted to be here and wanted me to, she wanted to be here so she could feed me and clean after me and all that kind of stuff. And I did not want her to come here to be a maid. So I said when I was feeling better, I would see mom and we would go hang out and we would do stuff together when we were both functional. So that is what is going on with mom. And if I called her, though, and said, Mom, I need you, she would be here right away. Rachel, she was going to come and help, but I just kind of like, to be honest, like the room I'm in right now, this is like my office and my guest room. And the bed that's in here is a twin size like day bed. And I don't want my mom sleeping on a twin size day bed either. So that's another reason why she's not coming. Let's see. Are you going to do any more DIY boxes between other YouTubers? Yes, Tracy. I'm working with Courtney again from Creative on the Cheap, and we're going to be doing in April. I'm sorry. She sent me a text. Courtney, I can't remember what the date is. But she just asked me, I think it's June. I think it's June that I'm doing one, because she has one coming up in April, but I'm not doing that one. But she's got some great people in that one. Megan from Glue Guns and Roses is in it, and there's so many great people. So definitely check it out. And yes, I know that somebody said something about like that's what moms do, and yes, but I want my mom to come here. My mom is, probably in her 70s, and I want mom to come here, and I want to take care of mom. I want to be able to take her out to dinner and, do things for her. I don't want her to come here and cook for me. So, yes, Jen just confirmed. Jen, a little bit of common crazy. It's June, so yes. Carrie, my favorite DIY is probably the painting that's in my living room. It's over my fireplace, and I made that long time ago, long before the crafty DIY guy, and it's just one of my favorites. I love it. Let's see. Rachel says she broke her collarbone. Oh, that's horrible. And sleeping wise, it looks like this would be very uncomfortable, but I'm getting used to it pretty easily. Believe it or not, I've been sleeping a solid like 7 to probably 9 hours each night, which has been great. Last night I went to bed at I think I was in bed by 8:30. I fell asleep by like 9, and then Sarah Jane from Chic on the Cheap called me, and she was just calling to catch up. And so she kind of woke me up, but I still talk to her because she's great. And we only talked for like 10 minutes, and then I ended up just going right back to sleep. So it worked out fine. But I talked to Sarah Jane, multiple times throughout the day. So that's always been cool. Yeah, Jen, you're right. Megan lost her dad, and she's been busy with that. So she's back, though. No worries about that. Michelle and Rachel, yes, Sarah Jane is amazing. I have a lot of amazing friends on here on YouTube, and I've been loving that. So Judy has a question. Afterwards, will you have your physical therapy for your arm? Yes, that is definitely part of my process next. So I have a stress ball now, and I play with the stress ball multiple times throughout the day. And that's kind of what I've been doing, kind of basically this motion. And I can do this with my fingers, but I have this stress ball thing that goes around all my fingers and you pull, but I can't do that yet. It still hurts too much. If I do it like this, I could do it, but then I'm cheating. So and it still hurts, so I can't really do a lot of that. So basically, I'm kind of doing these motions with my fingers and just kind of working the stress ball. That's all I'm doing. So let's see. Marisol, she retracted her message. I don't know what Marisol said. Hopefully, it was something nice. um, Dia, I have a great friend who is also a pet sitter, and she takes care of Otis whenever I'm traveling. She comes by and checks on him every single day, and she charges me a very minimal fee. So that's great. Jane, thank you for joining. And yeah, they saw the picture that I posted where I was dressed up from a couple nights ago that I took in a mirror, and didn't realize that, when you take a picture standing in front of a mirror, it reverses. So they thought that my arm switched. Didn't switch. It's always been the left one. Still going to be the left one. And it's the left one. Marisol retracted her other comment, so I don't know what all that's about, Marisol. Let's see. Minx, I have very, very great friends. I have some amazing friends. The ladies that are in this picture all got together and sent me a lovely gift card when I had COVID over Christmas time, and that was much appreciated. And then I received some chocolate covered strawberries, and I received some wine and some cheese and some homemade meals and stuff recently. So all of that's been much, much, much appreciated. And my neighbors have been great too. They were fantastic. They have brought over all kinds of stuff. I have one neighbor who is Italian, and she'll call me and she's like, "Hey, I'm making," and before she even finishes, I'm like, "Yep, yep." Oh, Michelle D, you are correct. Rust-Oleum's flat black. Definitely my favorite paint. I have a lot of blacks, accents and stuff in my home, so I use black a lot. Danya, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Love is patient. Yes. COVID over Christmas. I'm sorry that your family had it. It was not fun. Allison, yeah, I don't know why I would fake it either. Kim, Salem was amazing. Salem was such a fun, fun, fun place. And Molecular Insight, yes, acrylic pour is something that I do. In fact, that's what the painting is that's over my living room. I would give you guys a tour of my house, but it's a little messy right now. So that ain't gonna happen. But yeah, this group that I went to Salem with, they were incredible. This was our group photo. Everybody got Halloween PJs so we could take our picture together. Lori, you live in Salem. That's so cool. I saw a show on the other day. I think it was My Lottery Dream Home, and it was some people that won some money in the lottery. They live in Boston, but they ended up buying a house in Salem, and that was really, really cool. Minx, yes, that is an Oscar that you see right there, except for it's a faux Oscar. It's not a real Oscar. It's an inspirational Oscar. Hi, Natty, how are you? Crystal, I don't know what that comment was. I have one, but it doesn't help. I don't know what that is. Salem is it's amazing. Jen, yes, you are so right. It's such the cutest place. We loved it. I think we loved it from the moment we started. Like, it was so, so cool. Hi from Puerto Rico. Hi, Marisol. Glad that your comments weren't yucky ones. Yeah, Allison, I have great friends, great neighbors, great people that are joining and always taking care of me and everything. So that's been amazing, sending over all kinds of You know what, Michelle's Journey, I've not used any of the tempera paints from Dollar Tree. I have so many paints because I'm sponsored by Plaid and, Arteza and Deco Art that I just don't need to buy any of their paints. So I don't really know the need. Rachel, it's so cool that we all became friends, and we all became friends because of YouTube. That's literally how we became friends. It's crazy. I had them all, every single one of these people in this photo, every single person in here has been a guest on the Chit Chat shows when I used to do that. So that's how we all became friends, which was so cool. Let's see. I'm glad that they did not put a rod in my arm as well. They wouldn't have to put a rod in this one because of the way the break is, but they would have had to do a not a patch, but basically like a I forgot what he called it. I kind of am like, can you just put it on there so I can just be done with it? But apparently it's a bigger deal if it doesn't heal this way. So we're just waiting. We're waiting. I go to the doctor tomorrow and I'll give everybody a YouTube update, probably just in the comments on the community section, and let everybody know what's going on then too. And yeah, good times. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and get going for right now. Ruth, I didn't see what the question was, and you said that you had the same question. So somebody repeat the question for me and I will try and answer it. Let's see. Molecular Insight, I think if you have some pieces that you want to chalk paint, you should totally do it. I think I would prep it first, but yes, you should totally do it. I have a friend that had dark furniture like this, and she chalk painted it white, and it turned out quite lovely. She has to go back and kind of touch it up every once in a while, but yeah, she should. Mary, my mom is crafty, but my mom is she does a lot of floral arrangements and table decor. She's really good with home decor as well. And then my sister is extremely crafty and talented. She's an amazing painter, just absolutely amazing painter. She's on on Instagram. It's net creates, NET creates. So net creates. And she has just incredible paintings. She had a lot to deal with over the last year with my brother-in-law because he found out that he had lung cancer, but he went through chemo, he went through surgery, they removed everything, he had radiation treatments, and his scans came back recently, and he is completely cancer-free. So praying that everything stays that way. We're super happy for her, and I'm hoping that she can get back into doing some stuff in her yard and her plants. She has amazing plants. I do know that she's building a pond right now, and I'm excited for her for that because I know it's going to be incredible. And she just does some amazing paint. Sorry. So Crystal, I've tried the seatbelt covers, but all they do is slide down, and they just don't work. And this isn't as bad. I just don't like having something constantly on my neck. And when I'm sitting upright, I kind of keep it really tight so it stays up against my chest. But yes, that's it, Allison. Net creates. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Yes, and very happy. I don't think she shared anything about her husband on her kind of creative page, but that's it. Net creates. And that's on Instagram. And she does just some beautiful artwork and paintings. I have a couple paintings actually in my house that she did. And I will give you guys a home tour or something like that sometime soon, probably once I am healed and I can actually pick up a little bit more. But I am going to go for now. So thank you guys so much. Jane, I'm actually going to be in San Francisco, not this weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after that. I'm going to be there April 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. So maybe you'll see me around town. I'll be the one in the splint still because I'm not faking it. All right, you guys, thank you again so much. I appreciate you letting me vent with you, and I appreciate all the questions and being able to interact with all of you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait for you guys to see my next couple videos. My next video that's going to come out, and it's going to come out on, what's today? Today is Tuesday. It'll come out on Thursday. It is a Dollar Tree shopping haul, but I did it before my accident. So before this. So I will have both arms working in that video. And then the video after that will be my one-handed DIY videos. I've got everything shot. I just need to do voiceovers and things like that for it still. So until then, bye, you guys. Take care, and thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure to chat with all of you tonight. Bye, everyone. Thank you again.